Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Warhammer for the channel. Yes, we're going to be trying out Warhammer Chaosbane. Now, I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to get this as soon as I saw it, but then I saw it again when I was probably a couple beers deep, and then my will to not buy the game disappeared because it is a Warhammer game, and I'm a sucker for Warhammer games. And I've said it before, Warhammer Fantasy, as this noise keeps getting louder. Thank you. Not as much of a fan of the fantasy of Warhammer versus 40k, but I think you just get some Warhammer wherever you could get it, basically. Now, I did pre-order this game, that's why I got into the beta, and just a heads up, I never really recommend pre-ordering games. I think this one has its flaws. You could go into options and see just a few of them. Alright, your graphics options is brightness, HUD size, map transparency. And this is your gameplay options, which is, you know, there's a little bit more stuff in there. You know, your audio options, and it's like, oh, you know, it's only 2019. Beta or not.
You were born
We're gonna get into it.
Of great power and privilege,
I'll be
destined
quiet.
one day to take your place among the archmages at the Tower of Hoeth. The arts of magic came easily to you, but as your skill grew, so did your arrogance. A rivalry with another student at the tower spun out of control, culminating in a magical duel that left your rival dead and one of your teachers crippled. As punishment for your recklessness and disobedience, you were banished from Ulthuan until you had atoned for your crimes. Cast out with nothing but a few magical tomes and the clothes on your back, you journeyed to the old world in search of adventure. At first, the news of the Chaos invasion meant little to you. Your people had been fighting the Dark Gods and their armies for thousands of years. But then you learned that Chiclets, Hoeth's greatest living archmage, had come to the old world to offer his support to Magnus and the Empire. Believing your moment of redemption was at hand, you rushed north to join the Imperial army. Magnus accepted your offer at once, glad for another mage to battle cool sorcerers. As the day of battle dawned, you were determined to prove your worth or die in the attempt. By the time the battle was over, you were a hero. Magnus offered you a place in his retinue, a position of tremendous power and influence. Such trifles meant nothing to you. All that mattered was the opinion of Chiclets, who could end your bitter exile with just a few words. And so, you have chosen to travel to Nuln with the Imperial army, determined to win the favor of the High Lore Master at any cost. It is a night made for witchery and evil deeds, and across the city, guardsmen clutch their weapons tightly and count the hours until the dawn. Sleep is hard to come by on a night such as this. The air is tense, and memories of the battle at Kislev leave you restless and on edge. Suddenly, a peal of thunder shatters the stillness, followed by a howling wind that shakes the tower to its foundations. Foul magic curdles the air, and screams echo in the courtyard outside. The tower is under attack!
There is sorcery in the air. I can feel it. I'd best get to the courtyard and see what's wrong.
Alright, well that was a fun intro. Let's see. Left stick to move. Gotcha. Look around. Secret goodies. Secret goodies. I'm using a controller, by the way. feel like these kind of games, when they're kind of optimized for controller, are maybe a little better on the controller.
Ungors! The tower is under attack. They're here for Magnus. I've got to stop them.
Alright. I don't like how every time you click A to get out of a menu, why is there a black box on the left side of the screen? Oh, that's a me thing. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can deal with this real quick. That is a me thing. Whoopsie daisy. What the fuck is that? Maybe it's not. Huh. Alright, it's not a me thing. That's a game thing. Yeah, well, that's upsetting. First things I notice, I'm liking the graphical style. Very Warhammer-esque right off the bat. Alright, A is just some regular magic attack. Is this where we came from? I feel like that's where we came from. Right, I'm not really liking the invisible barriers. Excuse me. Hopefully that's not going to be a continual thing. Alright, feel like I should be able to interact with that cool thing there. Enter the tower. Oh, I was at the tower. Well, I felt like I came from the tower. Alright, whatever. Alright, let's go in. Kill the enemies. Fireball, fireball, fireball. Fireball, fireball, fireball. Fireball, 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 fireball. Do I have a melee attack? I got like a weapon. Fireball, fireball, fireball. And you're dead. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Digging all the Warhammer stuff. There's a lot of you. Alright, I'll just tank a couple shots, step around, get some range. You are injured. Use a potion by pressing A. Okay, that must be for keyboard, even though I'm using a controller. What is this black box on the side of the screen? A chest and I can't open it. Oh, use a potion. Okay.
Thanks, Sigma, you're here. There's monsters everywhere. The tower's being overrun.
I can see that, you fool. Where is Magnus?
Upstairs in the throne room. There's armor in a chest by the stairs. Take whatever you need, but hurry.
Ah, there we go. You got a mage tunic. Press I to view it. What would be... Mouse to select a slot, then left click to interact with your weapon. Mage tunic. Cool. Okay. Let's move on. Oh. I missed what it said. How do I level up? Level up, level up. Equipping a skull costs skill points. You earn skill points each time you level up, obviously. Get them back if you unequip the skull. Ah, there we go. So we got one skill. Do we get them back if we get rid of this? Not change the skill at the moment. Well, fuck you, game. Whoop. And just a heads up, if I seem a little down and out, it's because my car stopped working and I might have to just fucking buy a new vehicle. And I had work tomorrow. I pre-ordered this game last night and it was like, alright, I'm gonna have a whole day to record nothing but this game so I could get as much as I can. And it was like, I went out to get some beer from a gas station. It would be pretty quick, and then I was gonna make food, and then that's what I was gonna do. Well, for the next like 2 hours, I ended up having to try and fix my car because I got most of the way there, and then car died in the middle of an intersection. It was like, well, shit. Your archetype ability allows you to control certain spells. Press right-click and then control a projectile with the mouse by holding. So I don't know. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to like buy a new vehicle. Just, I don't know. Oh. Use your right stick to do it. I end up having to get it towed.
As you reach
I walked
the
a half mile,
the
bought a
air
battery to
seethes
see if
with
that'll
foul
help. Nope.
magics. A Chaos Sorceress stands before the throne, and Magnus, the savior of the Empire, is caught within her spell. Shouting a challenge, you prepared your counterspells. But the enemy struck first. By the time you regain your senses, the battle is over. The sorceress is gone, leaving you and Magnus for dead. The shouts of angry men fill the throne room, but these are not guardsmen. They are witch hunters, the Empire's feared inquisitors, led by none other than the infamous Heinrich Voss. You are under arrest for the murder of the Emperor Magnus, Voss declares. You try to tell him about the sorceress, but Voss refuses to listen. I see no sorceress here, he shouts. Only you and a room full of dead men. Confess your crimes, elf, Voss threatens. We will have the truth from you, one way or another. After a week in the dungeons, you'll tell me everything I want to know. But before the witch hunter could make good on his threat, a commanding voice filled the room. Stop this madness at once! This is the work of chaos, Teclis says. Sorcery of the darkest kind. Teclis examines Magnus in silence. He lives, thank the gods, the High Elf says at last. But he is in the grip of a powerful curse. It is only a matter of time before he succumbs. The fate of the Empire lies in our hands. We must find this sorceress and end the curse before it's too late. If Magnus dies, the Empire dies with him.
Does it really? I just found out I lost my vaporizer thing,
There
so
are
I can't
dark
even
and
have that
terrible
because
forces
it's
at
super
work
loud.
in the city. If we are to find the sorceress and defeat her, we must confront the dark cult that has taken root in Nuln and expose its secret master.
Command me, High Lore Master. I will show these humans the might of Azure.
Your courage does you credit, young prince, but do not underestimate your foes. They are more treacherous than you can imagine. The attack on the tower came from the sewers that stretch beneath the city. So long as the enemy controls the tunnels surrounding the tower, our position here is vulnerable. Your first task is simple. Enter the tunnels and drive the cultists back from the tower. Kill everything in your path, but beware. There is no telling what foul things await you in the darkness.
Okay. So like I was saying, basically tomorrow is going to be a whole day of me looking for a new vehicle. And hopefully I could get something. Alright, well, where do I go? Enter the sewers. Well, that's not the sewers. I think that's where it came from. So I guess... Oh, it's flashing. Oh, okay. So I guess I'll just do the rundown on a few things about this beta. It's going to be over on the 13th, I think. And then you're only able to play 2 classes. But I just figured, you know, I'll actually go ahead and buy a game for once and play a little ahead of time instead of playing games that are 20 years old. 10, 20 years old. It looks pretty good. Whoa! Okay. It's not working out too bad. Well, I like whatever ability that is. This has a very Diablo feel to it, and it's very welcomed. I mean, they kind of figured out the whole, you know, they kind of figured out the whole deal there. Equipped, okay. I feel like that's the one I already had. So copying Diablo is not a bad thing, especially for this type of game. Obviously there's a little more to it. Alright. Seems like it's kind of difficult to hit things sometimes. Okay, guess I'm going this way. The constant enemies feels a lot like Diablo. It's like just an onslaught. What the fuck was that? Oh shit! I wasn't expecting that at all. I was all laid back and stuff. Alright, I leveled up. Blinding. Oh shit! Alright. Alright, gonna keep clicking the wrong button forever, apparently. Well, this just looks better. So I'll choose this one. Continue on. Chaosbane. One of the things that does bother me in these games is that they're very... Every single time a Warhammer game comes out, it's always Nurgle. Do you get like other chaos gods up in this? I don't have anything against having Nurgle, but I mean it's like every single game that comes out, it's primarily Nurgle focused, isn't it? If I recall, Tzeentch is, or Demon Prince Tzeentch is in Total Warhammer. Which one? I can't remember. I think that's about it. What else do you have? You got like just plague stuff. Countless plague things. Wow, that's a lot of plague stuff. I mean, it's like, you know, Khorne seems like an obvious one to have in your game. I mean, he's pretty much just death and destruction. I mean, come on. Blood for the Blood God, Skulls for the Skull Throne. I did put this on easy, and I feel like I might kind of regret it. Seems a little too easy, but who knows? These games could just fucking shift all of a sudden. Oh, I can do these. Wow. Okay. Man, you could like control that thing pretty well. Aha. Not really 100% sure where it should be. Ooh, but that's nice. I'll take that. A chest? For me? Shouldn't have. Ooh, mage bracers. And an elf sword of some sort. These ones are just better. I see green text. It seems like they're better. Basically all I'm going by. Alright, these are better. And this is worse. So I'll use this one. How do I use my sword? That's not it. Oh. That's a nice feature. Uh-oh. There we go. Alright. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, controls then. Sword. Sword. That's all that controls? Okay. Getting harder to recommend this by the minute. It is a beta, but it's a beta, so, you know, what are they going to change before said beta comes out? Beta basically means the game is done at this point in time. Does anybody actually have any finishing to do on a game when they say, oh, we're gonna have release the beta? No, they're just fucking selling you something that, you know, an unfinished game for the same price or more, depending on what kind of deal you try to get. I wonder what this money is for. Let's leave the sewers. Yeah, I should realize that black bar there was not anything I'm doing, because it's on the screen I'm looking at. The fuck? What is this? Anything to get rid of that, please? Display game help. I don't know what's going on here and why this keeps shifting like 30 spaces. I don't know. I'm curious to see when I'm done with this. No, 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 no. Alright, well, we'll finish this, then I'll probably leave and come back, and hopefully I'll figure out what the fuck this black bar is, because it's kind of ridiculous.
From the tunnels, High Lore Master, and driven them deeper into the sewers. The tower is safe, but I sense our enemies gathering in even greater numbers deep within the earth.
How deep? Like, skin deep, or
I do
sewer
not
deep?
doubt it. The servants of Nurgle flourish in darkness.
See,
filth.
Nurgle, again.
Our battle against the cult has only just begun.
I swear to God, if we don't get... Do they even know who Nurgle is? Is that what they actually call them? I'm drawing blanks. Like, I know Nurgle's, you know, plague god and all that stuff, or chaos god, but, you know, do they actually call them that? In, like, Chiclets would call them that? Hard to say.
You handled the situation well, young prince. Return to me when you are ready for your next task.
Yeah, 100 experience points that won't be saved. Woohoo! We'll reset when beta is finished. And then again, when the full version comes out. I mean, there's another beta, it'll be reset, and then this full version will come out. But anyway, I think that's a good enough spot to end it here. I'm gonna try and get... Oh, I like how he's holding that. It's like... Rock on. The little hand thing that's holding the crescent. Up there on the staff. Well, anyway. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like. It'll let me know that you want to see more Warhammer Chaosbane in the future. This was kind of not really good enough for me to decide whether I really feel like it was worth the money that I spent on it. Yeah, this black bar on the side of the screen right here is pissing me off. And hopefully I can get rid of that, because I don't like it. I mean, what the fuck? So, if you like this, make sure you leave a like and let me know that you want to see more Chaosbane in the future, because when it comes out of beta, that will be when I do like a full probably playthrough, maybe. And if you like what I do in general, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to leave any kind of feedback, comment, or just want to say hey, I will say hey back. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Like 4 hours trying to repair my car. And I took tomorrow off of work just to get a new one. It's upsetting. What I gotta do? Oh, jeez. Tired. Oh. Good night. Good night, I said.